Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another, well, if I ever do these, a variety sudoku. This one is Memories of a Far Off Land, and it is the fourth in a series of nested sudoku puzzles by author setter Juggler, and they're all very fun. So I would recommend starting with maybe this one, but they are all very good. And this is newest one. It came out uh, yesterday. So let's just dive right in. Um, Memories of a Far Off Land. Oh, right. Very important. Sudoku rules always apply. The rest is up to you to discover. No knowledge of Japanese is needed to solve this puzzle. So I do know some Japanese, like numbers and basic kanjis and stuff. But other than that, I know some kana, so it's like Maikuru Lefkowitz. Oh, right. Michael Lefkowitz. But we're given this grid, and it has a bunch of weird stuff in it, and smaller grids as well. So where should we start? We can start up here. 3, 4, 5. I'm drawn to this blue jar. Um, this keepsake. There's nothing on it. There's something down here. But we also have this red icon. Let's see what's going on here. Seal. It is a seal of approval. And it contains an even smaller grid. Um, Something else. Maybe this wasn't the best place to start. I might have to go back to the top level. Hanshi. Washi. Um, so yes, these are numbers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, x6, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, yeah, 6 um, of these red squares. I wonder if I'm supposed to learn Japanese numbers elsewhere, but I'll just fill these in. So we have 1, 3, 2, and 4. We've got threes, ones. I feel like we should be able to place a digit. So yeah, we have 6 of each number 1 through 5 and 6 red or blacked out cells as well. So these are 2, 4, and 5. There's a 3 up here. Um, there has to be a 4 here. Oh, right. So again, also every column is going to have, and row is going to have the digits 1 through 5. Uh, huh. Maybe this wasn't the best place to start. Let me go back to the top level. Let's let's just start at the top. Start with this red grid. Postage. We have some stamps on this stamp, and on this stamp there is a smaller grid. Flags. Yep, those are surely some flags. And in this flag, near this flag, we have another grid. Strange characters. Here we go. This should be this is definitely the intro where I'm supposed to start. Start. Yes, I guess this is where we're intended to start. So these numbers are easy. We have got 1, 2, and 3 because they're the number of lines that they are, which, makes sense. So we need to solve this as a normal 2 by 2 Sudoku. Whoops. 1, 2, 4, 3, and these are 3, 4, 4, and 1. There we go. So this symbol means that we pull this digit out of this grid into its meta grid. So this is a 1. We have a 2 and a 3, which means this digit has to be a 4. This symbol means 4 because it's the only one we haven't seen yet. 1. These are 2, 4. There's a 1 here. 4, 2, 4, 2, 3. There we go. So we pull a 3 out of this grid. And we have a 3, we have a 4 here, but we have a bunch of other numbers that we don't know yet. And that's teaching us that these have to be 5 and 6 in some order. I know which one they are because I know Japanese, but if we didn't, we wouldn't be able to solve this yet. Or I wouldn't be able to fill in these givens yet. Oh, are these killer cages maybe? 3, 4. So we're not given a lot to work with here. And we don't know any of these other symbols yet. Oh, right. 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are 1 and 2. So if we add these up, that gives us 6. So this symbol is the 6. These are 3, 4, 6. These are 1, 2, 5. This is, because we don't know any of these symbols. We know that's a 3. This has to be 4, 3, 4, 6. Oh, this has to be 1 and 2. So we have 1 and 2 in this box and both of these columns. So that's also 3, 4, 6. Oh, we do know that these two have to add up to, what is it, 1 through 6? 21. But I don't know if that's a deduction we need to use right now. And we need a 1 and a 2 down here. And of course somewhere in that box. Let's see. This and this are the same. Does that tell us anything? I don't think so. Because I don't know this number, any of these. Maybe... Can I go somewhere else then? I feel like I shouldn't wander too far. I don't think I'm going to find numbers anywhere else. What is this? No, I should stay here. There's got to be some sort of deduction I can find here. Like this has to be there's got to be, no, a 5 here, which puts a 5 up here. That doesn't really help. Oh, right, because this is 1 and 2. This has to be 3, 4, 5, whoops. 3, 4, 5, 6, which means that this adds up to 18. So this sum, this number in the corner here is 18, which means I think we can then deduce that this means 10 and that means 8. And that should also tell us that this is 13 and this is also 8. So we can only make 8 with 5 and 3 in this box because we don't have a 6 and we can't use 2 4s. So these are 1, 2, 4. So we know what 8 is, but we don't know what 7 or 9 look like yet. We know what 10 looks like. These are 1, 2, oh, and these are 4, 6. So that's, yes, that's 13. 6 and 4, that's 3. That's 4, 5, 6. These are... Oh, right. Okay, so if this down here, this is 3, and this is 4. So it has to be 7 plus 1 or plus 2. So if it's 7 plus 1, then that would be 8, which it cannot be because we know that 8 is this symbol. So it has to be 7 plus 2, which is 9. Yes. So that's the 1. Whoops. Which means this has to be the symbol for a 7, making this 4 and 3. This is a 6. This has to be a 7 without a 2 or a 4, so it's 1, 6. 2, 1, 5, 2. This is a 5. That's a 3. 2, 1, 4, 2, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3. There we go. I'm not sure if that was the perfectly intended logical path for that, but it seemed pretty good. So we can pull a 3 into this cell. Oh, does the cage only count the cells that are touched by the circle? Interesting. So yes, this would be a 1. This would be a 2. And this is a 12. A 12, it has to be 2 6s. So they have to be... How would you make 12 with only the digits between 1 and 4? Interesting. Um, and there can only be a 2 here, and there has to be a 1 on it. 12. I guess you'd have to use 2 4s then. So this would be a 4. That's a 4. That's a 2, and that's a 3. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so it'd have to be 4, 4. No. 12. It would be 4, 4, 1, 3. 4, 4, 3, 1. Yes, that adds up to 12. So 4, 4, 1, 3. Whoops. That's a 1. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. So these are 3. There's a 1 here, 2, 3, 2. And then over here, we can't determine anything about this because it's just a 3. So 1, 2, 4. Now we have to do 13 in 4 cells using only the digits 1 through 4. 4433, that would be 14, so it has to be 4432. So that's 8 plus 5, yep, that's 13. Um, so that pulls 4s out of all of these cells. It puts a 4 into that cell and that cell. There can't be a 2 on this side. So that means the 3 has to be on this side and the 2 is not. So that's 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. This is what? 1, 3? Yeah. Hmm. So how do we disambiguate this? Because it could go either direction. Like these two rows are interchangeable because they're not seen by any of the columns. But they do have this suspicious little thing down here, which does not have a sum, even though it is a stamp. So let's count this up. We've got 10, 15, 16, 17, and then either 18 or 20. I think, because that's 10, 15, 16, 17, and it's going to be plus 1 or plus 3. Can there be a 0? Is that allowed? Hmm. Would a 20 be allowed? Hmm. Because as far as I know, actually, maybe I should just have the rules. Sudoku rules always apply. Okay. Standard Sudoku rules, I guess, is only digits 1 through 9. No 0 included. So let's say that it has to be 18. 1, 8. So that's 3, 1. Because that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, so zeros are not allowed. Um, and I guess that means we pull out the 18. Right, because this is a 9 by 9 grid anyways. Okay, now that we've learned some numbers, where do we go next? I want to look at the... should I just go from top to bottom? I probably should, but I don't want to. Let's look at this yellow one next. Go. Yep, that does look like a Go board. So we have some numbers. Black 3, we've got some numbers down here. Let's zoom in a little more. Strategy. We have more Go pieces without numbers on them this time. And zoom in a little bit more. Tutorial. Okay, so we know these numbers, so we can write in the givens. And presumably this will give us enough to fill in the rest of the grid just by Sudoku, because that's how usually these things go. You start with, you start with just filling in the grid by normal Sudoku, and then you have to disambiguate the last few digits by learning the new rules. 4 here, 5 here, 3 here. These are 1 and 2, which are impossible to disambiguate. Whoops. Where's the 5 go? It does have to go here, which means these are 1 and 2. Whoops, that's a 6. The last 5 is here. The last 6 is here. Let's see. there should be a 3 here. So these are all 1 and 2. And given that we weren't given a single 1 or 2, this seems impossible to disambiguate. So let's take a look at these Go pieces. Are there any particular patterns we can see on them? Maybe something about the relationship between them? 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe they're all consecutive. No, because there's a 1, 2, and a 4, 5 here. 1, 2, 6, 5. 3, 5. Wait a second. 6, 5, 3. It does seem like there's something consecutive going on here. At least for the white ones. So let's put a 2 in here. 2, 1. Well, that disambiguates that. Oh, they're diagonal crop keys. I get it. So, right, white crop key dots usually sit between two. Yes, I've neglected to see this note down here. It's diagonals. White crop key dots sit between two consecutive digits, and black crop key dots sit between two digits that have a 1 to 2 ratio, i.e. one is double the other. And in this case, they sit between them diagonally. So 2 is half of 4, 6 is double 3, 3 and 6, 1 and 2. So then, this 1, it does see this 2. So we pull out a 1. Here is a 1. Okay, and now we are given blank, a wholly blank grid and told, go wild. So, one thing to note is that there cannot be a 5 next to one of these. Because our pairs are 1, 2, and 4, because 1 times 2 is 4. 1 times 2, or double 1 is 2, double 2 is 4, and then we have 3 and 6, which are double each other. There is no 5, which also works for 9 by 9 crop keys. If we went up to a 9 by 9, we would also add 8 to this pattern. But as it stands, the 5s in these two rows have to be up here, and in fact in these two boxes. So it has to be a 5, 6, somewhere here. It goes this way. If the 5 is here, this would be a 6, and then this would be another 5. So it can't be that. So it has to be 5, 6, 3, 5. Wait a second. It could be 5, 4. I'm dumb. I'm silly. I forgot about that. It can go down to there has to be a 1 up here. Right. If it was a 6, then we could say it goes down, or like a 1, it has to go up. In fact, wait a second. We can't... Oh, well, we could have duplicates. If we have 3, 6... No, we can't. We have to have a 3, 6 on every black dot. Because, as stated before, the only possibilities are 1, 2, 4, and 3, 6. And there are no other possibilities at all. And if there's, say, a 3, 6 in these two cells, there can't be another 3, 6, because this digit would see both of the other diagonal anyways. So the other one has to be a different pairing. And in fact, there has to be also a 2 and a 1 or a 4. on all of these, which means that this has to be 1 or 4. These have to be 3, 6, 1, 2, or 4. Well, it's just everything except 5, but we knew that already. If there's a 4 here, it means that's impossible because the 1, 2, if there's a 4 here, no, if there's a 1 here, that means there's a 2 here and there's a 4 there. If there's a 4 here, 4, 3, 6, 5. Wait, yeah, that is a broken sequence because it would have to be 4. If there's a 4 here, it can't go to 5 because 5 has to go here. It would be 4, 3, 6, but then the 4 and the 6 are both being used. So this has to be 1 and 5. And this has to be 2 and 6. And these have to be 3 and 4. And I guess we can propagate this downwards. This has to be 1. This one can't be the 1, because if it's a 1, then these would both have to be 2. So that has to be 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that's 5 and 4 or 6. These are 2 and 3. These are, this one has to be 1 or 4, and this is 1, 4, or 6. So this one is 6, this one is 5. These digits are 2, 4, and 6. Right, they're the evens. So that's 2, which makes this 1, because there's a 4 already. 4, 6, 1, 4, 3, 2. That makes this 3 and 2 by dot and column. This is 2. Oh, that's a 2. And that is 4 again. 3, 2, 4, 6. These are... And the rest is just sudoku. So, that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 6, that's a 4, 3, 5, 6, 1, 5, 3, 5. There we go. Okay, this one's a little bit trickier, but definitely handleable. So we pull a 2 out of this grid, putting it there, and this note here, 4, 5, 9, 2, 4, 8. Is this indicating what number to multiply or add? So normally a white dot, you would only add 1. So I guess in this case you would add 3. So 3, what can you multiply 3? That would have to be 1, 3, and 2, 6. And it can't be 2 and 6 on this side. And same for here, 1, 3, 2, 6. Again, the 5 has to be here in the middle for these 2 rows, which propagate into these 2 columns. And this one's a difference of 4. So that means it can't be 2 or 3. Well, it can't be 3. So this is 5, 6, or 2. Well, actually it can't be 5. So this can't be 1, this can't be 3. So that's the 2, 6. So this is, whoops, This is the 1 and 3. Um, this is 4, 3, or 6, which makes this 3, 6, or 2. Um, yeah, I guess there's a 3, 6 on both sides here again. Um, 2, 3, 6. Ah, there has to be a 2 here. So that C's down here, making this a 6. This is a 2. Makes this also a 6. So this is a 6. This can't be a 6, which makes this not a 3. This can't be a 2. So this is 6 and 3. This is 1 and 3. 3, 1, 1, 3. Huh. There's a 2 down here. These are what, 1, 4, 5. We haven't seen a single 4 yet, have we? There has to be a 2 here, so this is 2, 1, or 4. These digits are 4 and 5. These are 1, 4, whoops, 1, 4, and 5. Well, can't be a 1 here. This is also 1, 4, 5. This is a 3. There's a 3 up here. There's a 2 here. These are 1, 4, and 5. 1, 4, 5. Oh, right. These two digits have to have a difference of 4, which means there can't be a 4, so they have to be 5 and 1. 4, 1, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. This has to have a difference of 3 from 4, makes it a 1. This is a 6, 1. 3, 2. And the rest is Sudoku. So 2, 4, 3, 6, 1, 5. This is also a 5. This is 3, 4. These are 5, 6. 6, 5, 3, 4, 3, 6. There we go. Huh, interesting. So we pull out a 5 from this sticky note. Whoops, not the whole grid. And with that, I think I will call it for this episode, should I choose to publish it. And next time we'll tackle one of these other challenges. Until then, もうその時間でしょおやすみ